Today we discuss about correct usage of words in English. The English language has a lot of grammatical rules to follow both in speaking and writing. In speaking, we have many rules. George Bernard Shaw says that even native speakers of English, they are speaking incorrect English. He has given the example of yes or no. In that, many experts, many scholars were made a mistake. So that in writing also. In writing, we have many rules. They are comma, full stop, semicolon, apostrophe, question mark, interrogation mark, and so on. When we know the rules and regulations of the grammar, then it is easy to us to find out the sentence and its pattern. Learning this can be make learning English difficult for non-native speakers. English language is the difficult language for the non-English speakers because it has its own symbols, it has its own pronunciation, it has its own rules and regulations, so that it is very difficult to them to speak English language. Many of us are not able to speak proper English. Yes, many of the Indian people, not only Indian people, but also even foreign people also not speaking proper English. They are speaking broken English, not of spoken English. There are numerous common phrases and saying that include grammatical errors. There are numerous common phrases. They are grammatical errors. For example, a word will is used for helping verb. The same will is used for noun. One side we are going to using helping verb, another side we are going to using noun. Right, R-I-G-H-T, right. Right is the word which is also using for different types. For example, my right hand is paining. All right, it is correct. Like that we are going to speaking in many ways. Not only these examples, but also many examples are there to confusing the non-native speakers and as well as the speakers of English language. However, learning how to speak proper English is important. However, then there are lot of demerits to speak non-native speakers of English and as well as the speakers of English, but it is very important to know the proper speaking and proper writing of English grammar. Using a proper grammar. Include a subject, verb and object word in your sentence. Suppose there is an example here, I write a book. Here in this sentence, I is the subject, write is the main verb, a book is the object. Here there is a singular subject, singular subject and as well as the main verb and the object. This is the way of constructing the sentence. This is the simple form of constructing the sentence. I go to temple. Here I is the subject, go is the main verb, temple is the object. Here also there are pattern of subject, verb and object. This is the one subject and one object. There are one subject and two objects are there in the sentence. For example, I gave him a pen. She gave me a book. Here me is the object, a book is the object. There are two objects in a sentence. One object and double object in a sentence. Here she likes cake. She is the subject. Likes is the verb. Cake is the object. Here this is the sentence which is in simple present tense. In simple present tense we are going to using yes form for the verb. He likes movie. He wants a pen. She sings a song. Suma types a book. Suma learns English grammar. These are all the examples for simple present tense. This is very very important for the people who are speaking very simply and simple, and as well as they can understand very easily what we are going to speak, whether it is in written mode or in speaking mode. It is very very essential to us to understand the meaning of the sentence. Here, using someone's name and object, description can get repetitive. So use pronouns like she, he, and it to replace them. There are pronoun. Then before knowing the sentence, we should know the meaning of pronoun. You know that pronoun is a word which is used instead of noun. Here in this class we are going to using singular pronoun and singular subject. Here Meera went to the doctor as she was not feeling well. In this sentence, Meera is the subject, went is the main verb, to is the preposition, the doctor is the object. Here as is the simile. She was not feeling well. Here in this sentence, Meera, first I used Meera, the subject. Later I have to use the word she. Instead of Meera, I want to use she. It is called as pronoun. Then in the place of noun, we are going to using she, he, it, they. These are all called pronouns. These are all called pronouns. In pronoun, there are various types. Personal pronouns, they are I is the singular, we is the plural, you is the singular, and as well as you also plural. He, she, it are the first person singular, and they is the plural for third person. Here they are called as personal pronouns. Then interrogative pronouns are there. Interrogative pronouns are the pronouns which are make the question, is called as interrogative interrogative pronouns. For example, the man who stood front, he is my uncle. Here who is the pronoun, interrogative pronoun. What also personal pronoun. Whom also personal pronoun. Which also interrogative pronoun. The book which you want is mine. Here which is the interrogative pronoun. Here, and as well as reflective pronouns, reflexive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, and so on. There are 11 in types of pronouns. Here an example for the past tense. Speak in the past, present, future tense. There are 3 types of tenses. They are present tense, past tense, and future tense. The first one is present tense. Tense means it is an action word. It shows the time. Suppose I write a book. In this sentence, write is the present tense. I wrote a book. That is wrote. Already the work is done by me. That is the past tense. And future tense. I shall do the work. I shall come to college. I shall go to market. I shall read newspaper. I shall walk. I shall jump. I shall climb. Then for easy we are going to using he. He will come to college. He will run. He will jump. He will ask me question. He will write a book. he will attended the class, she will attended the class. These are all the personal pronouns. Instead of he, we are going to using then noun. Instead of noun, we are going to using he, she, it and they. These are all the personal pronouns. Here, now I discuss about present tense, past tense and future tense. There are three types of tenses I told: the present form, past form and future form. Then we have to know that subjects are same, whereas the verb is changing. Then for them we are going to calling V1, V2 and V3. These are all the verb 1. Verb 1 is for present tense, verb 2 for past tense, verb 3 for past participle. I drive, I drove, I driven. I swim, I swam. Then I swam. I put, that it will come same. Shut, put, cut. These are all the verbs. They are coming as it is in present tense and as well as past tense and as well as in past participle also it will come same. Use of dictionary while reading, so you can look up my words, look up any words you don't understand. Suppose if you are not understanding the words, the meaning of the words, you have to look the dictionary. In that you know that what is the meaning of that word, then what it says. Then why? Because in English I told earlier they are confusing words because substitute words for one word, so that it is better to the students use of dictionary, find of dictionary. Then in dictionary they have to know the meaning of the usage and words. Then you find interesting novels, newspapers, even comic books are great ways to learn English words. Then we have to read the materials like dramas of Shakespeare, novels of T.S. Eliot, magazines, papers, books and comic books, tragedy books, newspapers, then English words, then SM, then Facebook words, WhatsApp words. You have to use all those words. By that you know what is the English language, how it is the usage, how we are going to correcting the usage. By that we can understand the usage of the words.